That blur you saw coming across your Twitter feed on Wednesday, the news that the Eagles and Chris Givens, Eagles wide receiver, are one. And we welcome him into the studio. A visit, a signing, just like that.
Yes, sir.
You act fast, you play fast. Welcome to Philadelphia.
Thank you so much.
Free agency. The reports were that you had a visit with the Jets.
Yeah.
Now you're a Philadelphia Eagle. Describe how it works. People don't understand how it works out there.
It's kind of like recruiting all over again. You know, you go visit the team, you visit with the coaches and all the people around the organization, and you just try to see if it's a good fit and see if it's the best place for you to continue your career.
How do you know, though, Chris? Don't people kind of, when you're recruited out of high school, they all say great things. How do you get the feel for the right team?
I just trust my gut. I'm a pretty spiritual person, and my spirit felt right from the jump. So I rely on that most times, and when that feels right, I go with that most of the time.
Do you do research on looking at, for example, the Eagles' depth chart at wide receiver and the kind of offense they run, and your familiarity with Sam Bradford being here?
Well, my agent did all that research for me.
And that's why you pay the agent.
Right,
yeah.
And that's when we talked about it, and it was just a great situation, man. It's a great opportunity to come work with this organization, and Coach Peterson, Coach Wright, and all these guys are trying to turn things around and have everything going in a positive direction. I'm just happy to be a part of it. 2012,
Chris, your fourth-round draft pick of the Rams. You have a very strong rookie season with Sam out there, and we'll talk about Sam in a moment. How would you describe how things have gone throughout your career? Because it's been a very interesting journey.
I've had some adversity. I had some adversity, things I had to push through and I had to persevere through, and I'm so thankful for those moments because it has me here right now and it has me the person that I am today. So I've had a journey so far and I've learned a lot, and I'm at a point now where I've got all the humility and all the drive and motivation to the point to where I just feel like I'm at a point where everything's about to take off for me.
Is it something that, you know, when you're 21, 22 years old, you've got one mindset? When you're 26 years old, you have a different perspective on the game?
It's completely different than
when How? In what way?
Because I'm more of a pro now. You gotta approach the game completely different. It's you gotta leave all the immature stuff behind and grow up and just be a man in this business and understand that it's a business, and that if you don't grow up, then you just won't be a part of it.
This is why I think that college football players should stay in school as long as they can.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, because it's a huge adjustment going from college to the NFL, and then once you're here, it's very difficult to keep climbing up that ladder.
It is. It's one of those things where you got to really know yourself, and you got to really have the right people around you, and just make the best decision and come into this league with your head down, working hard, not expecting anything, and hoping to earn everything you get.
Chris, you've got Sam Bradford here. You played with him in 2012. You had a terrific rookie season in St. Louis with him. Talk about Sam and what you feel your relationship will be, how quickly you guys can get that chemistry going again.
Sammy B is a great guy. You know, we got a lot of history, and I feel like, honestly, we're the type of guys we're going to pick up where we left off. I know Sam pretty well, and I feel like he knows me pretty well. So I don't think it's going to take us that long to get our chemistry back and just to get on the same page.
You played in St. Louis for 3 seasons, got traded last year. First, the reaction when you were traded, I read up on you. You sounded thrilled, honestly, to be out of St. Louis. And then how did you get acclimated so quickly to have such a vital role in the Ravens' final 12 games?
Once I was traded, and you just got to be all in. You know, that was the most important thing at the moment, and I just dedicated all my time. And I think the Ravens coaches, they did a great job with bringing me along. Coach Ingram, we spent countless amount of times in the playbook and just going over things, and they just did a good job of bringing me up to speed, not putting too much on me, and just letting me go out there and play.
You use the word speed, and I know that the Eagles are looking at you as somebody to get down the field. And you know, Chris, there's a lot of fast guys out there. There's not a lot of fast guys who translate that to playing fast in the NFL. How do you do that? What's the key to doing that?
I'm just a football player, man. Like, I've never been the type, I'm not going to go out there and run a blazing 40. If you put somebody next to me and we race, then I'll run a blazing 40. But as far as just going out and running a fast race, that's really not my strong suit. But when it comes to competing and being on the field, and it comes down to who's going to beat me to that ball, I don't think anybody is, and that's just where I feel like I get my edge from.
What was it like being in St. Louis last year with all of the talk of potentially moving? And I mean, it must have been a lot of distractions you have to put out of your mind.
Honestly, it wasn't too much of a distraction because, you know, in this league, if you worry about the future,
Right.
you're not going to be able to take care of the present. So our coaches was just like, if it happens, it happens. If not, it doesn't. We just got to focus on what's important now.
For Eagles fans who don't know about Chris Givens, what can you tell them about the way you play, what they can expect to see?
You're going to see an aggressive receiver, a receiver who loves the game. I'm going to do everything the team asks me to do to win. I'm going to go out and play every Sunday and leave it all on the field. And it's going to be a guy you're going to enjoy watching, and you can expect big things from me.
Do you think the best of Chris Givens is still to come?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good to hear. You know, weird question, and I know it's weird. Reading your bio, you were a psychology major at Wake Forest. And I wonder, did that at all prepare you for a very crazy, mixed up NFL?
A little bit.
Yeah?
A little bit, because I mean, Wake did a tremendous job of preparing me, and then taking those psych classes, you get to kind of understand how people think and why they think that way. And you know, it's just one of those things where you meet somebody and you understand all because of the work you did in college.
Yeah. Do the Eagles give you a, hey, these are the expectations we have for you kind of pitch?
Yeah, they did.
What'd they say?
They want me to come in and just, you know, I'm the old guy in the room.
Unbelievable. The veteran, the old head in the receiver room.
So I just got to come in and, like, I'm the oldest of 4 boys. So I've always been a leader. So I'm just going to come in and be myself, do whatever they ask me to do. They just want me to come in, be a complete guy, be a team guy. I'm going to come in to work with a smile on my face every day, ready to work.
Do you have a sense of the terminology of the offense or anything like that?
Not yet. No,
Yeah.
we haven't really went over anything like that.
It's not like Wednesday to Sunday like Baltimore. You got a whole off season to
Right,
learn that.
right. I'm not worried at all.
Hey, man, welcome to Philadelphia.
Thank you,
Chris
man.
Givens, thanks so much. The newest Philadelphia Eagle in studio on PhiladelphiaEagles.com.